who says there's no such thing as bad publicity. Max Clifford guilty of being a serial sex attacker. He waved to the photographers, but no amount of public relations could ever spin a verdict like this.
I've been told by my lawyers to say nothing at all.
The rare sound of Clifford not being able to speak. But as he left court, he made his only candid comment to me.
What does it feel like being the story today, Mr. Clifford? Is it unusual?
No, not the first time.
And how has it been over the last few weeks?
For Clifford's victims, they now have justice after decades of waiting.
Today's verdicts provide a long-denied justice to the victims of serious sexual offences. I would like to thank these victims for having had the courage to come forward and give evidence.
Britain's best-known PR man. Over the years, Max Clifford was the go-to publicist for a string of celebrities, becoming a famous name himself in the process. But now his own image and reputation have been completely destroyed. Over 6 weeks, a jury heard how Clifford abused starstruck girls and young women over a 30-year period. One was just 15 at the time. He promised to introduce them to the world of show business. Instead, he sexually assaulted them. Above London's Bond Street, this is the office from where Max Clifford ran his PR agency during the 1970s and 80s. The prosecution called it his playground, where he did what he wanted, when he wanted. Clifford would expose himself and launch himself towards the terrified young women who'd come to see him. This former model, who's asked to remain anonymous, gave evidence against him at the trial. She told me about meeting Clifford in his office in the late 70s, when she was 19.
We sat down and just very, very casually, he just exposed himself. I was just embarrassed, shocked. I thought, I want to get out of here, but being me, I just wanted to be very polite. So I just sat there while he was showing himself to me. For me, it was just very, very embarrassing.
Clifford's victims came forward to police after the emergence of allegations about Jimmy Savile and other celebrities. The day after his initial arrest in 2012, he told me the claims were completely false.
All I can say is that they're totally without any foundation and they're totally untrue.
Max Clifford will be sentenced in due course. Thanks to his victims, the man who made a living out of exposing secrets has now been exposed himself.